Hey, um, it's really windy out, which is not unusual for North Dakota, but for some reason, today, it's making noise. I never hear the wind like this. And it's been way windier than it is, right now in the past. And yet all I can hear is this wind. It's really annoying me. Anyway, I'm back. We're the first time we're making a video like this for a while. Back with the only character that matters. Mac, the best character. And I wanted to take a second. I've been wanting to make this video for a couple of weeks now because I keep thinking up of all these things, like as we approach the 10th anniversary of me starting my job at the good grocery store. It's next month, dude. I'll have been working for 10 years. Which is a lie, because I had a paper route and I mowed my dad's works, like, plot of land and got paid for all of those things. So it was not my first job, my first real job. All right, let's be honest. Not the point of this video. The point of this video is to be like for future reference. Okay, so if I'm ever in another job interview and like the interviewer goes, "Okay, so what would you say is your worst or least impressive qualities?" And I'd have to sit back and go, "Man, I get really invested in my work." You would think that this is a positive thing. You would think that that's a good thing. That you think that's something that you put at the top of your resume. No. When I say that I get invested into my work, I mean that when someone calls and asks for a room, and they're like, "Oh man, that's too expensive," during our, lowest prices of the year section of time. I'd be like, "I don't know what to say, dude. That's our price. Fucking take it or leave it." I'm not gonna fucking beg you to stay here, like, for fuck's sake. But like when they do that and like they hang up, or more so walk-ins, like I don't give a shit when someone calls. I mean, I should give a shit, but I don't. I'll expand on that later. Whenever someone walks in, all right, and they're standing right there, and you know that they're gonna stay somewhere, and you want it to be you, but you cannot go down on the price. And when they walk out the door without staying, I take that personally. I take that personally. It's like, was it something I said? Probably was not something that I said. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that people are stingy fucking assholes and cannot part with an extra $10 per night if it means that they can haggle someone else across the street. But whenever someone walks out like that, I take that personally, and I think about that. And I remember I said this in one of these videos, is that my fucking assistant manager says, "Okay, so you have to write down every single time that someone walks in or they call in and they don't pay. You got to do that." And it's like, you don't want me to, because I'm gonna write something snide about how this, this bastard ass cheap motherfucker thought that our, free breakfast and 24-hour fitness center was not good enough for them to pay an extra 10 fucking dollars compared to the people next door, right? I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put that in the notes. Snide bitch, or snooty bitch. Snooty bitch did not think that it was worth it to pay an extra $10. That's most of the fucking comments that I would make in there. And I would say that's a negative trait. I've been known for my, could you believe that people know me for my sarcastic mannerisms? Could you believe such a thing? Such a thing truly could not have been anticipated by anyone. No long-time viewer, no first-time viewer, no person who viewed back in the day and are now coming back to see what I'm doing now. None of these people, not even me, could have possibly imagined such a thing would be made out of me here. I remember when I was in fucking 5th grade, and like at the end of the year, everyone got like an award for like, whatever they did in school. And like some people got like best attendance award, or like best most well-dressed award. And I got the best commenter because I always had a comment for every situation. Some things never change, is what I'm trying to say. I also got voted most likely to fucking get arrested. Most likely to go to jail. Meanwhile, people in my class literally had criminal records before they graduated. But I'm the one who got the fucking most likely to go to jail award. Thanks. I'm still mad about that. But yeah, I would say one of my worst traits as a worker is that I care too much. I care too much, and I take it personally whenever someone thinks that they're too good for us. But some more realistic negative traits is that I hate talking on the phone. If I could find a job where I literally never have to talk on the phone, I would be happy. I want that job. Does that job exist? Unfortunately, I'm in the hotel business, where phone calls are basically a guarantee. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that one. I remember when I was fucking in high school, dude, someone said, "Oh yeah, we just applied at the daycare center, we're getting paid a lot for some reason." And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." And they're like, "You should do the same." And it's like, "No, I hate kids." No. I actively try to avoid being around children because they're disgusting, they're loud, they're stupid. Especially other people's kids. I mean, like when you have your own children, it's like, okay, I am responsible for this. I can at least put in an effort into making them an upstanding citizen. But when it's someone else's kids and they're just doing whatever the fuck they feel like because parents don't give a shit anymore, what can I do? What can I do other than wait for someone to call in a noise complaint? I can't do anything else. I can't smack a bitch. At least when you have your own kids, you're theoretically, in some places you're still allowed to beat your children, right? Spanking. Spanking, not only a kink, but also good to shut kids up. Only if they're your kids, That should be a professional job title, or not even job title. You should be able to get a license. All right, just like a concealed carry license, a fishing license. There should be licensed spankers to go around public areas that are frequented by several people, very public areas that, where you cannot disturb the peace or else you'll get arrested. Well, the licensed and practicing spankers can spank annoying kids in public. I think that would be a prudent thing to do. You know what? That's going to be what I run on. If I ever run for public office, that's what I'm running on. I think I will get a lot of votes. To be 100% honest, I think I'd win off that alone. Yeah, I hate talking on the phone. I remember, once again, when I was in high school, that I had to, call into this scholarship thing to, make an adjustment of some sort, or, I literally just had to call them to be like, "Hey, so, I'm in a dual credit class, right?" And they'd be like, "Yep." And I'd be like, "All right." That's literally all I had to do. And yet, that was an entire ordeal. I remember I took we got out of it was pre-calculus, and I got out of the class early for some reason, and I went and got something to eat, and I was sitting in my car, and I have the phone number written down, and I'm just like, just trying to will myself into making this phone call, and the phone call happens, and it goes perfectly fine with no issues, and I'm still like, fuck, really had to do that, and it's like, I still fucking hate talking on the phone. I hate it. I despise it with every fiber of my being. Sometimes I just let the phone ring. If I go off into the hotel and do something else and I come back to the desk and the phone's ringing, I'm like, good luck with that. And it'll ring for a long time. A long time. I will go and do stuff, and I will come back and the phone is still ringing. And it's 2:30 a.m. on a Wednesday, right? So for a fact that the person on the other line is the same person that's been calling for the last 10 minutes. It's I don't know. Not my problem. So that's a negative trait, I would say. I go out of my way to avoid talking on the phone as much as I physically can. And yet, the thing is that whenever someone checks in with Expedia, I'm always like, if you call us directly, Call us directly. We will be able to set you up. Don't call the fucking bullshit. Don't fucking call Expedia. Why? No one calls Expedia. Don't fucking use Expedia. Don't. Don't. I hate Expedia still. Still to this day. Less than I did before, but you know, I can't hold this phone, dude. I cannot hold this phone. My hand is tired for some reason. Yeah. But I'll tell people, fucking call us. And like I tell people that the phone number on Google is wrong. Use Bing. I was able to change our phone number on Bing to the correct one, but when I tried to put it into Google, they ignored it. Like Bing, they changed it immediately. Like they didn't even have to review it. They were like, all right, sure, whatever you say. I could have put in the phone number to like a fucking sex line or something. It probably would have been like, yep. But fucking Google, the service I've been using since, you know, I started this goddamn channel, and like they know that I'm a trustworthy fucking person. No, they just completely ignore everything that I say. So now we got people calling into this fucking call center that isn't even based in North Dakota to fucking make reservations for us that we probably fucking pay for even though we shouldn't. And they fucking make these reservations, and they're all call centers, so you know that they're, you know, their English is not their first language, and they probably don't even know like where our fucking hotel is at, and they're making these fucking reservations for people. They just put in all sorts of bullshit and give them terrible rates. It's like, fuck off, you garbage service that we shouldn't have. I don't know how to get, I don't know if we are able to fucking like opt out of this garbage system. Probably not. Probably not, knowing how this shit goes. Like this fucking bureaucratic garbage that just overcomplicates everything. Anyway, I hate talking on the phone. What else do I hate doing? I don't like being distracted, okay? So like if I can do my job like without anyone talking to me or like even looking in the general vicinity of where I'm at, I'll be happy. I keep looking at myself in the screen instead of the camera. So like I'm just kind of like looking off to the side like this is a ID crime story. It's just like, and when I got back to the house, I saw that the door was open. It's like, that door's never open, man. And I walked through the door and he's just standing there menacingly. You know, there's ID. ID is a good channel. I don't care. ID is a great channel. They got some not so great shows, but most of their shows are good. Um, yeah. So if I'm doing something and someone like comes to the desk and they're like, knock knock, hello, is anyone here? I'll be like, there's glass to look out from the office, and then there's a wall, and then there's the door that I go out of, and basically I use that little like second and a half opportunity between going past the glass pane window and to the door where that solid wall is at. I use that opportunity to get everything out of my system. I do the hardest eye roll that I can, and then I put on my fucking customer service face because I cannot bottle that stuff up. I'm a very physical person, not like, you know, exercise, but like physical. I'm a very body language type person. You can tell when I'm in a good mood. You can tell when I'm not just by looking at me. And I use that split second of an opportunity, and like it's still there. It doesn't get all of it out. It gets enough of it out, is what I'm saying. And like by the time the interaction is over, the feeling's already passed. So I can't like turn around and just be like, fucking jackass, dumb motherfucking piece of goddamn shit. How fucking difficult is it to use your goddamn key to open the goddamn door? You know, I can't do that under my breath walking away because the moment's already passed. So I have to get it all out, as much of it out as I can before getting face to face with the person standing there. Which is why I'm thankful that I don't train people very often, because they would see this and they would be like, that guy has issues. And you know what? Yes. But I internalize as much of those issues as I possibly can. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's whenever I get distracted. So if like I'm actually doing work, like if I'm going through like the reservations to see if everyone's fucking shit's right, and someone comes knocking on the desk, I'm like, I'm doing shit. I'm fucking doing shit. I don't need this. I don't need this right now. I'm a busy man. Very busy looking at Reddit. But yeah. You can hear this wind. You absolutely can hear this wind. There's no way you can't hear this wind. I got a zit right here. That's really annoying. It's really annoying. It's all I can feel. I've had this zit here for like 3 weeks. Stupid. But yeah. My hair is very, very good right now, by the way. Like, this is some good shit, dude. Like, this, I don't think I'm at the length that I was in 2013, but, like, it's there. Like, it was, I remember, it was long enough to where I could hold it, like, with my shoulder blades when I got it cut. And, like, I can't do that yet, dude. But it's in very good shape. This hair is very, I was complimented on my hair a few days ago. Said that I would make a good biker. It's like, yeah. I got, I don't, I had a dirt bike, we still have it, but it's not mine, obviously. I'm not really interested in motorcycles because most people fucking die on them, and I'm not really interested in the whole wind in your face type thing. Like, I understand convertibles, convertible drop tops, good shit. But just the whole, and like most motorcycles, like the good ones are heavier than shit. Like I remember I was at a dealership once and like my dad was like, if you ever get a motorcycle, you should start with one that's light. And I'm like, who needs that? So I went and got on the heaviest one and like I could barely hold it steady. It was, and that was while I was sitting still. So yeah, it's unfortunate. You gotta get them leg muscles if you're gonna be a motorcyclist. I don't have like I do work out my legs the most at work though, It's just what happens. Don't do a lot of upper body stuff there, but we do a lot of walking. That's for sure. Any other bad traits that I have as a worker? Perhaps I'm too loyal. Like I said, I try too hard. Um if I like I'll go to work. So like the fucking hotel doesn't pay me for anything before the hour that I'm scheduled. So if I go in at 11, if I'm scheduled for 11 and I go in at 10:50, they will not pay me the extra $10. And the problem is that when I'm here and I have to work, I'm just like, man, can I just go now? I'm bored. I can't start anything within 2 hours of going to work. Like, I can maybe edit something if I have something ready to be edited, but I can't record. I can't, write much. I could write, but, like, I don't write many videos anymore. You know how it is. So it's like when fucking 9:30 rolls around and I have to go in at 11, I'm like, can I just fucking go now? Yeah. That's probably a bad thing. I really don't care. But someone's probably like, oh, you're just a slave to you're a slave to the system. And it's like, maybe. But I'm getting paid, so like, who cares? Why is my eye so red? Look like I got fucking, looks like I got fucking something happen there. Let's change hands. I can't hold this damn phone. Yeah. I do try too hard. But then when I get to work, I'm like, all right, time to get on Reddit and do nothing on it. Yeah. I thought this video would be longer, honestly, but I think I'm out of stuff to talk about. Yeah. Fucking people tell me, I keep reading everywhere that the 40-hour work week is like terrible or something. What? I've said it many times that after my first day off of work, I'm already bored and want to go back. Fucking 40-hour work weeks? Dude, I would love to work 50, 60 hours every week. Do you have any idea how much money that is? Holy shit, dude. I would be able to retire like a year earlier if I worked 60-hour weeks for the rest of my life, dude. I'd be able to, you know? Like, what are you doing? When I'm not working, I'm on my computer, making food, eating food. Like, I don't do anything. And even when I did, do things, like, it would take maybe like 2 hours out of a day at most. Like, okay, so 8, 9 hours of sleep, 8, 9 hours of work. All right, so there you go. There's at least 18 hours of your day already accounted for. There's still 6 extra hours in that day. Literally, what are you gonna do? Unless you have kids, like, what are you gonna do? Like, if you think that 40-hour work week is too much and you have kids, okay. But if you're literally just a single fucking person living by yourself in an apartment and you do literally nothing, you contribute absolutely nothing besides your fucking work, like, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? You got it easy. You got it easy, all right? Imagine being like a fucking dad who works 60 hours out of the week and he never sees his fucking kids because he goes in at stupid hours, and the only time off that he has is fucking a Wednesday. He works every fucking day of the week, right? Never gets to see his kids. Like, I see that's a problem. That's not good. But you, living in your flat, you working 40 hours of the week is not a fucking problem, dude. You're just a lazy cunt who wants instant gratification because you've never had to actually work in your life, and now you're working for the first time because you've been coddled all the way through school and probably college, and now you're in the real world for the first time. I've made this rant 1,000 different times. Mac is sick of hearing about it at this point. Isn't he the cutest, dude? Look at that little lip. Look at the tongue. The big eyes and the tongue, and then the little limbs. Mac is awesome. I really like Mac. This is one of my favorite gifts ever. This is so cool, dude. It's not very soft. I mean, he is soft, but like he's got the top, he's got a piece of cardboard up here to keep the shape of the box, and on the bottom too, actually. But he's so soft. He's so soft. Mac is the best character on this channel. Far superior to me. We all know that the true star of the Kamikaze Games channel is in fact not Kamikaze Games, but Mac. Mac is the true star of the story. I bought this Little Caesars hat, winter beanie, for like $20, and I have yet to use it outside in the cold. What's the point of this video? Why am I still making this video? That's a good question. I'm kind of hungry, but I also ate way too much today. That's what tends to happen. Yeah, I got nothing else. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in whatever I do next. This has been a video. Bye.